Breaking news, first alert weather, live local coverage. This is News 10 Today at 11.
New this morning, one man is dead after a motorcycle crash in Leone Township. The Blackman Leone Police Department has identified 20-year-old Joseph Pointer of Leone Township as the driver. Police say Pointer was riding eastbound on East Michigan Avenue near Mill Street when he lost control and fell off the motorcycle. This is a map to give you an idea of where this happened. Police say Pointer was wearing a helmet, but he hit his head on the road. Police say when they talked to witnesses at the scene, it appears Pointer was driving at or below the posted speed limit. And drugs and alcohol are not involved in the crash. We're going to turn to First Alert meteorologist Colton Sigaracki for this Friday forecast. And Colton, a chilly start to the day.
Yeah, today is going to be cooler than normal. In fact, cooler than what we saw yesterday, with highs likely only in the 60s this afternoon. And the reason for that is because we do have an area of low pressure that's kind of spinning off to our north. Now, this will slowly but surely be making its way off to the east throughout the day today, but still bringing us that northwest wind, and that's why we will see those cooler temperatures and maybe a sprinkler or two this afternoon as well. Now, showing you a live look from our US 127 Skycam, which is part of the Meridian Company Skycam network. You can see the mostly cloudy skies there. I think we'll kind of go back and forth between partly cloudy and mostly cloudy throughout the day. Temperatures, though, likely stuck in the 60s, and we already are, and I don't think they'll rise too much throughout the day either. And we do have a nice breeze out there, but the winds are not going to be as strong as yesterday, but still noticeable across the region as temperatures climb up into the upper 60s and lower 70s. We'll have a full breakdown of our first alert forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Colton. The Eaton County Advisory Tax Limitation Committee has approved an increase on the current tax limitation that the county can levy by 3.0 mils. The new increase is subject to approval by voters in the upcoming November election. The committee determined an increase is necessary in order to maintain county operations. The advisory committee was formed back in May by county commissioners for the purpose of reviewing the current tax amount the county is able to levy. Eaton County has not adjusted its tax allotment since 1978, despite rising operational costs. In a release, Eaton County Sheriff Tom Reich said about the new approved tax allotment, quote, "Public safety in Eaton County is at risk. My deputies are struggling, working countless hours of overtime to fill shifts, and that cannot continue. I am fearful of what would happen to this county should this not pass," end quote. We have an update this morning on Consumers Energy requesting to raise their rates. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel has filed a notice of intervention opposing the proposed rate hike. Consumers Energy is asking the Michigan Public Service Commission for a $325 million increase to go into effect March 2025, which would mean about $10 more per month for customers. Nessel's office intervenes in all utility rate cases that go before the commission. The last Consumers Energy rate hike request ended up being slashed by nearly 60%. Right now, 2 people are in police custody after an alleged shooting at a car on Lansing South Side. Officers with the Lansing Police Department were sent to the south end of Lansing after receiving numerous 911 calls. The calls claimed 2 people were shooting at a car before running away. The car was found unoccupied with bullet damage. A nearby home was struck as well, but no one was hurt. Officers were able to find the suspects at a nearby gas station. And a gun was seized, and 1 suspect was arrested on multiple weapons charges. The second suspect was arrested for aiding and abetting. Happening today, communities across the state will soon benefit from the addition of 54 state troopers who will graduate this afternoon from the 145th Trooper Recruit School. The video you're seeing now on your screen is from last year's graduation. State Police Colonel James Grady will swear in the new troopers at the Lansing Center. Upon graduation, the new troopers will report to their assigned posts across the state, and that ceremony begins at 1 p.m. Also happening today, Eaton County Parks will be hosting a ribbon-cutting ceremony at Lake Lansing South for the new completed construction of the concession and bathhouse. The new renovations include new outdoor showers for the beach, new sidewalks to complete a loop trail around the park, as well as new picnic tables and one with solar panels to charge your cell phone. Today's ribbon-cutting ceremony starts at 5 p.m. in Hazlitt.
Today on Investigate TV Plus, billions spent to save a coast in crisis. But scientists warn without addressing climate change, it could be a fool's errand.
We take an in-depth look at how the Mississippi River may hold the key to restoring vital wetlands and protecting against a rising sea.
You can catch Investigate TV Plus right here during weekdays starting at 1 p.m. New this morning, the new job report released earlier this morning, and growth exceeded economists' expectations in May. According to data released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the month saw a total of 272,000 jobs added. That's significantly more than the 180,000 that economists had expected. The bulk of May's job gains were in service-providing industries like healthcare and social assistance. Those industries saw over 83,000 new jobs. Through May, the U.S. economy has added an average of nearly 248,000 jobs per month. And that's roughly in line with the strong job growth seen last year. We have a heads up for drivers. Happening tomorrow, the Michigan Department of Transportation will be closing both north and southbound M99 at I-96 for bridge deck demolition. You're taking a look at a map of where the work will be taking place. Detours will be posted, and the project is expected to wrap up by Monday. The Michigan Central Station is back open in Detroit. Check it out on your screen. It was a star-studded celebration last night to commemorate the 6-year, multi-million-dollar project. Ford Motor Company was behind the project, and it spent more than $900 million on the renovations. Starting today, the public can take free tours at the station. And if you miss the concert, no worries. You can watch it right here on Sunday, starting at 7 p.m. Well, today, one of America's favorite sweet treats gets its own day and twice a year. Today is the first National Donut Day of the year. This one honors the Salvation Army women who served the pastry to soldiers during World War I. To mark the day, the Salvation Army is giving away free donuts today at Lansing City Hall until 1 p.m. Local quality dairy locations will also be collecting donations through Sunday to help families in need. And America eats 10 billion donuts a year. That's about 31 donuts per person. The Salvation Army says it's their mission to be able to give back to the local community.
Any of the donations that we receive go to those in need in our community, not just in Lansing, but throughout the entire Tri-Counties. So anything donated, we give directly back to the community. We serve through food pantry, rental, and mortgage, utility assistance when it's available, and also personal needs items. We have many, many resources.
You can look forward to indulging again on the other National Donut Day. That's later in the year on November 5th. And if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, then you are in luck because this weekend is Gizzard Fest. The video you're seeing on your screen is from last year's festivities. Thousands of people stream into Potterville for the traditional and unique event, filled with live music, a carnival, and lots of gizzards. Today's activities include a parade through downtown Potterville, dancers at the downtown pavilion, and a block party. Today's fun starts at 2 p.m. at City Park. The Michigan Department of Natural Resources 3 Free Weekend is kicking off on Saturday. And the weekend gives residents and out-of-state visitors the chance to enjoy fishing, state parks, and other outdoor locations for free. The 2-day event includes the following recreation activities: free fishing for all in-season species all weekend long without the need for a license. But all other fishing regulations do apply. You can legally ride your off-road vehicles without purchasing an ORV license or trail permit. And the DNR is waiving all passport fees to gain access to the state's 103 state parks and over 1,000 state-managed boating access sites.
And getting a full check of your first alert forecast here on this Friday morning as we are marching our way into the weekend. And I do think that we have some rain chances that are on the way, especially as we head into Saturday afternoon. But I do not think that the entire weekend is going to be a washout. So let's show you a look at the 5-day rainfall map here. And what we will see is that as we break this down day by day is that the best opportunity overall will be coming on Saturday. And then Sunday's chance is fairly early in the day. And then we should dry out as we head into Monday and Tuesday. So if you're thinking about any weekend plans, I know there's some high school graduation ceremonies going on this weekend. Overall, I think Sunday is the better day across the region. Temperatures likely climbing up into the 70s. Both days will have some of those showers around early, and then, or I should say in the afternoon on Saturday, and then they leave early on on Sunday, and we will see those temperatures in the lower 70s. So overall, I expect the weekend to be okay, especially during the second half. Now, what we've been seeing is an area of low pressure that's been kind of controlling our weather. This will continue to control our weather today, but our next system is the one that's back here that we'll keep an eye on, bringing some showers as we head into the day tomorrow. So that will move off towards the east, and so will that area of low pressure. So that's why it's likely that we're going to see some rain come in with that next system. So right now on satellite radar, what we are tracking are some clouds and maybe even a few sprinkles being picked up on radar at this time. So I do expect that there is a very small chance at seeing a few drops of rain today, but I do not expect it to be a huge deal, and most of us should actually end up staying dry. This is a live look from our Jackson Skycam, which is part of the Meridian Company Skycam network. Jackson's not seeing much of that, as many clouds as the Lansing area, but look at the temperature, 66 degrees, and we do have our wind coming in from the west at 15 miles per hour. So we are seeing a breezy and cool day, and likely only going to see temperatures climb into the upper 60s and lower 70s across the region. So let's show you the hour-by-hour forecast. I'm going to pause this right around dinner time, and you can see that we have some breaks in the clouds and maybe a few peaks at the sun, so it's not completely cloudy today. And then as we head into tonight, we should actually see the skies clear out. That will allow temperatures to drop down into the upper 40s and lower 50s, so it is going to be a cool night overall. But then as we move into the day tomorrow, we start off dry, but by the time we get into the afternoon and evening, here are some of those rain showers that are coming in with that system that's going to move into the region. So the second half of the day tomorrow will likely be dealing with some showers around. But the good news is that this will move out of here Saturday night, and then by the time we get into Sunday, we're tracking a dry day and there should be some sunshine. So it's really not going to be a washout of a weekend, but do keep an eye out for some of those showers as we head into the afternoon of our Saturday. So for today, I have the high only 68. That's close to 10 degrees below normal for this time of year. And then heading into tonight, we drop down to a low of 51. Mostly clear sky, maybe a nice night for a bonfire with those cooler temperatures. And then here's a look at the 10-day forecast. I promised a 10-day forecast today, so here we go. We have temperatures that remain in the 60s and 70s heading into next week as well. So a little bit of a cooler stretch, but then if you're looking for some summertime heat, it does look like it will be returning as we get towards the end of the week and into next weekend. So Taylor, I don't know if you are looking forward or looking for a weekend maybe to get outside, a pool.
I do want to go to the pool.
know,
I need to get some sun. I want to hop in the water.
I think a lot of people are looking forward to it maybe next weekend. It looks a little bit warmer than what we'll see this weekend.
All right, so this weekend instead, maybe hang outside, watch a movie, bonfire.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, thank you, Colton. And thank you for joining us this morning on News 10 Today at 11. Have a great Friday.